Absolutely incredible.
We're already streaming?
Yes, I thought that's what you meant.
Oh, okay. Cool. Tyler,
Yes, hello, yes.
check out this Hollow Knight stream from 10 seconds ago. Let me...
Uh,
Okay.
hello.
Let's go back up to 720. Cool.
Hmm.
Tyler, it's been half a day.
I know, yes it has. I really like the mourner's dialogue.
Oh, do you? Nalo, Nalo. It's like a cross between like meme romantic English and French, or like Latin or something. You should set a warp here.
I did.
You should set a warp here. Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
Yeah. All I did
Very
was
nice.
the only thing I did was come down from the bench I was at the end of last stream and set a warp.
Oh, really?
And here we
Where
are.
is this anyway?
I'll show you.
Okay, yeah, that would be cool.
Right here.
The fuck? He's in the resting grounds? That's bonkers.
And this may be a little bit cheating, but I have myself a little map here. That's supposed to give me a rough idea of which way to go, relatively painless. So,
Incredible.
the only thing that would make this easier that I don't have is Grubberfly's Elegy, which you get from getting every single grub, and it like shoots a beam when you have full health. So,
Fuck.
yeah, it does like half your nail damage, but I have the fragile strength on, so if you use it with that, it's pretty good, and you can be relatively safe during combat. But shrug, not the end.
Well, I mean, you could also literally just avoid combat, bro.
I mean that's the goal, but
Okay. But you're not the one to avoid combat, you see.
yes, I know, but this is an extenuating circumstance, I'd say.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
Well, I'm glad you're willing to sacrifice your authenticity
My
for,
bloodless.
yeah, for the betterment of my enjoyment
Yeah.
in watching this experience. We've talked about some things in between the 12 or so hours between this morning's stream and this night's stream.
Indeed.
Do you want to talk about those things?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, speak!
Well, I want you to talk about them. While I vigorously observe. Well, I want you to bring them up. While I follow this path.
Before I bring them up, you know what you should do with this tram is you should hit the things that are making music. Like the...
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know that you could do that?
Yeah, I think I did it one other time at some point.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think it's cool that you can do that. I mean, it stops the music from playing, but it's for like the rest of the game. But it's cool that you can do it. Okay, so yeah, hold on, let me... Well, so first of all, I'm kind of burnt out on streaming, right?
Very understandable. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I forgot those guys blew up.
Oh, fucking dummy.
That's alright. I'm sorry. I fucked it up. Okay, I fucked it up.
Ruined.
It would really be savage if they only gave you one try.
It's a one-of-a-kind flower, bro.
I know. Truly.
Okay.
Now that would be cruel and unusual.
What? What is that a reference to? What's cruel and unusual punishment? Is that
That's
holy
one
shit! You killed that guy in 2 hits.
Yes.
That is bonkers, dude.
It's from the Bill of Rights.
Sorry, what?
It's from the Bill of Rights, right? Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, it is from the Bill of Rights. Holy shit! What is that? Bill number 5?
No, 5th is
5th is due process or whatever it's called. Holy shit! I gotta look this up now, dude. Rights, Bill of Rights. Amendment 1, it was free speech or whatever the fuck. We all know that. Amendment 2, right of the people to bear arms. Amendment 3, no soldier will be quartered in times of peace. 4, who gives a fuck? Okay, Amendment 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia or in actual service. Holy shit, shut up! No, this isn't the one. What was it you said again?
cruel and unusual.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cruel and unusual punishment.
Holy shit, bro.
English Bill of Rights, 1689. Oh wait.
Not the English Bill of Rights.
It's the 8th Amendment that states cruel and unusual punishments shall not be inflicted. Okay. There we go.
Based.
I'm actually unironically glad I looked that up and that I know that now. And so for all of you history nerds out there, you didn't learn anything because you probably already knew that.
Yes, the most freakishly obvious of all amendments. Now you know. Oh god, these fucking venge flies.
So, I have a question for you. Before we get into what we were going to talk about, which is the burnt out on the streaming thing, I wanted to ask you something else.
Sure.
Do you know anything about semiotics?
I don't.
So you don't know what it is to study the signs and symbols and their use or interpretation.
I do not know these things.
So you're telling me that you don't know the sign, the signifier, and a sign.
No, I do not.
That is very interesting to me that you do not know this. So, I want to pull up these definitions for you because I have a very specific question for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, the signifier is a sign's physical form, such as a sound, a printed word, or image, as distinct from its meaning. Okay, does that make sense to you? A sign's a physical form as distinct from its meaning. So what's up?
A sign or a sound?
A sign's.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense to me, yes.
Okay. So now on to signified. The meaning or idea expressed by a sign as distinct from the physical form in which it is expressed.
Okay.
So that makes sense to you, right?
That's like the opposite.
Yeah. So the signifier is the form that the meaning, is embodied in. And then the signified is the meaning itself.
Okay.
Expressed by that sign. So, my question to you is, the kobold, right?
Yes.
With the kobold, there's all the meanings that go into play regarding that. So does that make me the person, the signifier or the signified? I feel like I feel like I'm kind of both at the same time.
I think you could argue there's logical arguments for either.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, like when you adopt the meaning, right, that you sort of take, that's like taking it away from whatever form it had before and applying it to yourself.
Right. Yes.
But if somebody else can look on, let's say somebody else could do that for themselves or for somebody else, but with you as the form in their case, then you could argue that what's the difference at that point, right? It just has passed on through a different form.
Okay, so very, very literally, I am the signifier, right? Because I am literally the physical form. But at the same time, it could be argued that my albums are signifiers, right? Maybe.
I mean, you could argue that, yeah.
It's like...
I'm not saying you shouldn't. My tone kind of implies you shouldn't, but...
No. I didn't get that at all.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Cause like, I feel like everything that I do is, like, just imbued with, like, this meaning. That is, it's, like, so entrenched in this meaning, right? That it's like... Oh, well, it could be one or the other. Very interesting to think about for me. But yes, I just choose to go with, I'm both. Okay, but, I brought this up because I was listening to a song. I wanna look up the lyrics so that I don't get them wrong. Have you heard of Anathello? Have I mentioned Anathello to you?
Not that I can remember, but that may be my memory more than you not mentioning it, so.
Perhaps.
These fucking venge flies, bro.
They hit you? They hit you, bro.
One of them hit me before, yeah. Not yet this time.
Oh, so you just haven't healed.
Yeah, I didn't rest at the bench so that the enemies wouldn't respawn.
Kind of smart. Okay. Let me see. Genius. NFL, floating world, hoodwinked. Where is it? So he says, "Don't worry about me. I'm gone. Don't worry about me. I'm off in a distant place where I can be the signifier, not that which is signified." So, very interesting to think about. I will probably think a lot more about it in the future. The terms are from semiotics apparently. I know nothing about semiotics. I just literally looked up the definitions on Google. That's all I know about it. So, yeah. What charms are you using for this, if I may ask?
The compass, strength, quick slash, and then the long nail. I thought about over charming. But
you thought about over charming?
Yeah, since I'm avoiding damage anyway, so I could get more sniping distance. But I didn't want to set it up off stream, so I didn't do it, and then I forgot.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, pretty much, but I didn't do it anyway. It's not a big difference.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say you could just be a pussy and swim under. Very nice. Holy shit. You gotta be careful in this room, bro. This room fucked you, remember?
Yes.
Bro, where are the bombs? There weren't any bombs.
I know, I was confused, but pleased by that.
Very nice.
Alright, we're getting there.
How close are we?
Like 3/4.
Are you serious? What?
Yes. It's just in the Queen's Gardens.
Is it really? Wow, okay. You can jump and dash over this guy if you want.
Yeah, I'm just being very careful.
Yeah, I feel that. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, are you gonna go that way? Look down. Yeah, okay, nice. Thank God you looked down. What are we gonna do after this?
I want to go talk to Coral.
Okay, yes.
That will give me an achievement.
Very nice.
Then it is... You see the little outcrop that's the next thing that's above the stag nest and the bench?
Yes.
It's in that.
I think so. The thing that is literally right above the stag?
Yes.
It's right there? Okay. So we're relatively close, actually. Very nice. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Oh god, you almost got fucked by a fucking moss head. By a fucking Marimo.
These fucking Marimos.
Zoro's all around. Oh god. I'm fucking terrified of those. I'm terrified of them for you.
It's alright. We're, okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, thank God.
Oh god, oh god. Holy shit, it chose not to attack you.
Oh, thank God.
Nice. So it's just down, right? Please look! Please look! Please look back! Okay. Beautiful. What was this? Second try?
Oh, God.
Oh my fucking god.
They know. They knew what they were doing. Those bastards. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Holy
Incredible.
dick. Holy. Oh my god, talk to that bitch. You can't talk to her?
No.
Here sleeps the traitor's child. Did I just say taters?
That's not what I heard, but
I
always
know.
love a good tater.
Yeah, talk to Gray Mourner.
Yes.
Probably have to for the achievement, but
Yes, I am right now. Oh shit! I dropped
your cellular device?
my cellular device. That's right.
Holy
What's up?
shit.
Lemaire.
Oh.
It's like Irish, almost. It seems like, in parts.
Did this guy literally kill himself by looking up into the sky and being like, alright, God, take me?
Take me, you rat bastard.
You rat funk. Turns out he went to hell.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I will go to Blue Lake,
Quirrell time. Alright, based.
which is also in this similar area.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about a thing. Which is, we haven't been talking about a things. Yeah, so, well, I've been burnt the fuck out on streaming. Like,
Understandably.
yeah, dude. Streaming for,
I was astounded at your stamina for that series of weeks, I will admit.
well, towards the end of it, it was kind of just me playing the game and being, like, quiet the whole time. So, yeah. Yeah. It was not...
What's up, bro?
Holy shit. My short friend. Incredible.
Let me sit with you.
You could go on like this forever.
So, like-
you know what would be cool is if someone just made a podcast, but like what's on screen the whole time is just like moments like this in games. You should dream nail him.
A few years ago, there was the meme of everyone in the PCP doing like their little solo podcasts or whatever.
Yeah.
That they did for like 4 or 5 months, and then all the ones that Digi did were all like pleasing loops of different scenes in anime that are reminiscent of this kind of vibe.
Wow.
That's like the background, yeah.
I see. That's really cool. I like that. So you should leave.
I love you, bro. Truly. You helped me defeat that boss that one time. Um,
Go back. Go back. Trust me.
So I like,
Yes, bro. So do you want to know what the theory is?
the theory.
Yes.
Sure.
He drowned himself. That's the most popular theory.
Well, I guess I could see it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be my assumption immediately, probably. But,
Well, it makes sense if you know the lore.
well, this is kind of interesting, and I won't speak on the lore in this game specifically because I don't know the details of like what the popular theories are and shit. But one of my gripes with no, what's up? I forgot this dude.
Holy shit, this guy is here. So we're probably never gonna see him again. So do you want me to spoil what happens with him?
Sure. Why wouldn't we see him again? But sure.
Because we're probably not ever gonna go back to the Kingdom's Edge, right?
Not unless I have to. No, I didn't. Well, yeah. Basically, no. Not unless I have to.
Yeah. So he fucking dies. He goes to the Coliseum, and then like as you're climbing up the platforms to the top, he falls and he's dead.
Damn.
So yeah, you just like infer that he died in the Coliseum, like a fucking bitch.
How cruel and unusual.
I'll insert a minute.
I always forget that this shit
yeah,
is blocked off.
were you saying something?
Oh, well, what happens is, like, this happens especially with Dark Souls and a couple other games. Like a little bit in Zelda, too, I guess, because there's, like, lore hounds for that as well. What happens is you have, like, very popular people.
What do you mean? People who other people respect based on their theories?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it just depends, because, like, in Dark Souls, the most popular guy is Vati Vidya, but he actually came under controversy, like, in the Dark Souls 3 years, like, in 2016 and 2017, I guess, for, like, he would frequently, like, read people's theories on, like, Reddit and shit, and then just, like, put him in his videos without crediting anybody.
Pass them off as his own, yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess isn't, like, the biggest deal in the world, but at the same time, like, he gets, like, millions of views on his videos, so he's making money, you know?
There are people like that for One Piece.
But it's not
not people that do that, right? But like there are people that are like really popular theorists in the One Piece community is what I was getting at.
Yes. Well, it doesn't, like, I like that there's that, like, you know, analytical community around shit because it is interesting. But at the same time, like, what happens when these people are very popular is the things that they, you know, their opinions on everything get parroted around like they're facts. Because I understand, like, part of the fun is, like, piecing together the little story bits you get, right, and try to, like, come up with the theory. but it's also hard to find everything yourself, and like especially with like Dark Souls, part of it was you're supposed to like collaborate with people and like share info and stuff, and then kind of come up with things that way.
Yeah.
So everybody like wants to understand it because it's interesting, but the whole point is like that you're supposed to. It gives you these like. Where am I going? I'm gonna go to Dirtmouth for a second. These breadcrumbs, right? And you're supposed to kind of come to your own conclusion. So when somebody gets extremely popular, and then everyone, you know, a bunch of people that talk about the game like parrot their opinions around like their facts or like they're direct from like what's in the game, when it's more of, you know, like one of several conclusions you could have, it can be annoying to me. Because to me it seems counterintuitive.
I see.
Instead of like encouraging people to try to like make a deduction, you're making a deduction for them, and then they parrot it around. But I guess that's not really on the fault of the person sharing their theories, as it is like people who can't have an original thought for themselves. But I don't know, it's kind of a pedantic complaint, but it's one that like I've had more and more over the past couple of years
You clearly thought about this infinitely more than I had.
Yeah, well, I mean, I enjoy the kinds of stories that these games have, because like they're very out of the way if you want to ignore them, but if you're willing to like pay attention and like make connections, it's very satisfying to connect the dots, right? But I feel like other people are too eager to like, let's say you're new, right? And like you're playing Hollow Knight, you're like, I don't really get the story. Like it doesn't seem that interesting. I'm just using Hollow Knight in place of Dark Souls because I don't know that much about how people talk about Hollow Knight, but there's always somebody too eager to run in and be like, well, no, it means this, 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 and this, obviously.
Yes.
But that's after you've played the game like a million times, like read every fucking item description. You should be encouraging them to try to use their brain, not telling them what to think, because that just pushes it in the complete opposite direction. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if I made a coherent point, but
you did. Yeah, you did. I mean,
okay. So
that's all I have to say.
I know where I missed a soul vessel at.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's above that elevator in the City of Tears. So.
Oh, it's to the left?
Yeah.
That one that we tried to go in on last stream?
Yeah. Well, I tried to go... I think you have to go from the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we tried going in through the top.
Thankfully.
I
thought it'd be... Well, there's some of them that seem like more of a pain in the ass to get than that one. But...
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. There are...
I'm glad that I got all the pain in the ass ones already.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do after we get this?
Well, it's really up to... I would be down to do Grim Troop. I will have to, at some point, get all the grubs.
Well, doing all the grubs would be good for conversation if that's what we want to focus on.
Sure. It's fine with me. I shouldn't have too many more to get anyway, but...
Yeah.
Oh, you have to pay. Oh, you have to pay for it. Okay.
Pay for what?
That's why the elevator wasn't open, because I never paid for it.
Wow. Okay.
I think I came here at some point, but I had just spent all my geo on like a nail upgrade or something, and then couldn't afford it.
Yep. And now 7,000 geo later.
Yeah.
Only costs 150 geo.
Hot the must you.
It's so weird that there's no post-game thing that you can spend a geo on.
Like, I guess
It's
the shit we were talking about where you can upgrade the fragile charms.
I mean,
that costs like a total of 36,000, so that's like an obscene fucking.
Wait, what?
Total to do all 3 charms, it's 36,000. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is it 12,000 each?
No, I think
it goes up or something.
I think the health one's 15,000, and then the other 2 between them are like 21.
Jesus Christ.
So a lot of people recommend getting the Geo one first because it'll increase how much Geo you and make Geo farming easier, obviously.
Right.
But we don't have to. I'm hoping that I have enough to buy the strength one. But
yeah,
they don't count as separate badges for completion, so I can still get 112% with just the ones I have.
All right, based.
Yeah, they just replace it. So.
Just so you know, if you finish Grim Troop, then that chick will disappear.
Well, if there's apparently in Grim Troop there's 2 endings, and one of them she'll leave, and one of them she won't.
Really?
Yeah, so you can banish the troop, or you can like help them complete their ritual, I guess. And if you help them complete their ritual, then she'll stay until you do all 3.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I was just reading about it today, because I was worried about her disappearing or whatever.
Yeah, well, but so if I completed the ritual and she left. Is there something, I don't know, is there something you have to do for her before you complete the ritual?
Let me see.
Yes, please tell me. Please. I must know.
Well, according to the wiki, if you do the banishment ending and destroy the Nightmare Lantern, Divine disappears with the troop, leaving behind any currently eaten charm where her tent was. She only disappears on the defeat of Nightmare King Grim if the knight has already upgraded all 3 fragile charms and listened to Leg Eater. So
listen to Leg Eater.
So you have to if you fight Nightmare King Grim, according to the wiki, you have to upgrade all 3 charms and then go talk to Leg Eater, and then she'll be gone when you go back. So she shouldn't leave.
Fuck, dude. My game bugged out. Goddamn. That's bullshit.
Let's see. Where should we go?
Well, what are we gonna do?
Grubs, right?
Oh, yes. The ones in the Abyss, or whatever they're called, Ancient Basin, are easy to get.
Yeah. Okay.
Hidden Station?
So, Burntown on streaming.
Well, okay, before that, I had an idea with Jackson to do he and I reading books in VC, and then I could just stream us reading the books and talking about them and shooting the shit. It'll be like this haha epic funny read along kind of thing.
And you really prefer to stream it?
What?
I mean, to me that sounds perfect for like
I mean, yes, I would prefer to stream it, but
I mean, that sounds perfect for like doing it over Discord, but like recording your audio separately and then actually editing it and making it like not shit, and then that might be a thing people watch. Whereas you're gonna be Discord's gonna fuck your audio.
That's true. Huh.
I don't know what the like. Where were you gonna stream it on Twitch?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, or would have done. But
to me that seems almost like a very in-depth,
an actually good idea that wouldn't want to be fucked by Discord.
I would say streaming it on Twitch is probably not worth the sacrifice in quality. I think you'd be a lot happier with it 6 months from now if you were to just like record it and then release it and then let people react to it if they want to react to it or whatever, right? But at least you've made something that's like like is a decent quality overall, regardless.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay. Anyway. Thanks a lot for that advice. I will absolutely take it to heart and not stream that shit. I was just thinking like if I stream it, then it'll be instant gratification, right?
Sure.
But I mean, and like it can be like it can feel like more of a hangout thing, because like if go back. The ground shakes when you're above the grub.
Oh.
There you go. Okay, so. But yeah, I don't know, man. Jackson and I just really need to do something together. But his internet is dog shit, unfortunately.
Yeah, which would very negatively impact any kind of streaming situation, right?
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. But I guess just speaking of books, you and I and Jackson are planning on starting a read along.
Yes, indeed.
You know what would be hilarious is that if since Jackson can't do it, you and I could do it.
We could, but I would. It'd probably still be better to not stream it. But that sounds like a good time.
You would be down?
Yes.
Cool.
Indeed, I would.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Where's my
And what are we going to do? V? Is it pronounced a V or is it 5 or what is it?
I believe it's V.
Okay.
Like a name, like an initial. Yeah.
Okay. Pinchin?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that's how his name is pronounced.
So, okay. And what's the first name?
Thomas.
Okay, Thomas Pynchon. V by Thomas Pynchon. Okay. And we're gonna start that Saturday?
Yeah, whenever you're ready. I actually just finished Battle Royale while I was waiting for you to get off work, so.
Oh, very nice. How was it? How did you like it?
Overall, it was, I don't know, it's pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's enjoyable. Like, it's like a thriller type of novel. It's like a dystopian kind of setting, right? So I didn't expect like
I fucking hate the ending to the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Well, I imagine it's
just tell me.
either the same
or completely different. Just tell me. Tell me what's annoying about it.
So they end up killing the guy that is like running the whole thing, and then they're basically on the run for the rest of their lives.
Yes, that's pretty much what happens. Although I do know in the actual way that like the actual character of the program administrator is like way different in the novel and the movie. Yeah, based on what I was reading.
Okay, is he like actually someone worth killing in the novel? Because like in the movie, he was just a fucking guy. Like he was just a chill ass guy.
Yeah. So.
And he was like.
So. Broadly, and I haven't seen the movie, but broadly based on my understanding of it, is that the original novel takes place in an alternate timeline where
what the fuck?
Japan like never got nuked, and they basically won World War II, right? So it descended into like the country descended into like a totalitarian like 1984 like there's literally a dictator called the Dictator, and they tell the citizens that they've been a country the way they are for like hundreds of years and all that shit, right?
Right. Yes.
It's like information control, all that shit. This is all like background setting.
So is 1984 like literally a direct influence then?
I would imagine so. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a quote from George Orwell in the opening. Like in one of the opening, you know how lots of books have like quotes or whatever, right? Yeah. So.
Yes. Just so you're aware, if you want to get to, holy shit, is that a breakable wall? Can you go back down there? Go back to the pool.
Yep. You have a good eye for this.
Nice.
I kind of gloss over it.
I don't think I even have that grub. But now I know where to get it. But I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was just gonna say that if you want to get to Godhome, you access it through the Royal Waterways.
Okay. Yeah. That'll probably be like a stream or two, right? I don't know how long the Grim Troop will take.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that. Anyway, go on.
So that sort of the like dystopian like thematic through line is one of like the state uses the program as a way to like as a way to like keep the general population like aware that at any point in time people who like are in a close social relationship on a societal level, i.e. in the same class, like can kill each other if that's the situation they're in. So the idea behind it is to like quell any notion of like rebellion or uprising on a wide scale.
Okay.
So, but from what I understand of the movie,
I don't understand how like that would translate the ideas, but okay.
Well, in the movie, it seems like it's more. There's like less like backloaded, like alternate timeline shit, and it's more of just like there's an economic recession, and then there's lots of like generational conflict. So the old people. The old people who run Japan decide that they might as well show them who's boss and like throw a bunch of kids into a killing match with each other.
It seemed like a very Hunger Games-esque thing to me, except
Oh yeah,
except it
Hunger
was
Games is very
yeah.
inspired
Except
by.
it was just like except it was just like for fun. It seemed like oh, this is a thing that happens. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, in in the Hunger Games, everybody hates the government, right? Like there's notions of an
Yeah.
uprising, whereas in the novel battle royale, there's not whatsoever.
Yes. Yes.
So what?
Yeah. It
Do you know
doesn't
which one
seem
of
like
these is the hive and which one of these is?
the one on the right is the hive, I believe.
Okay.
But you don't actually go in the hive.
Oh, you don't go in the hive?
Yeah, no.
Okay. So it's based on what I've read about the movie, it's more reflective of the dissatisfaction that younger people have with the way the Japanese society and government is so hierarchical and run by people who are old as shit. And that's more of the sentiment, right? So
Yeah, right, yeah.
it's it's like a big majority of movie adaptations where it sort of kind of takes the concept and just does whatever the fuck it wants with it, more than it's like a faithful adaptation of the thematic through line and everything, right? I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I'm not gonna pass a value judgment on a movie I haven't seen.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be the best either just because I haven't read the novel, right?
But
So.
but the book, as a dystopian thing, isn't overly interesting. But as a thriller, for the most part, I think it's pretty strong. My main issue with it was the actual plot was kind of too predictable. By the time I got a fourth of the way in, I kind of was like, oh, so these guys are gonna be the last 5 guys that are alive, and this character's gonna live, this character's gonna die, and all that shit, right?
Yeah,
and I was right. It was obvious.
It
But
was obvious. It was that obvious, huh?
but
I mean, yeah, it was unbelievably obvious in the movie as well.
yeah.
But, yeah.
But also, there's 42 students in the novel. I was surprised that I'm gonna say maybe 70 to 75%, something like that. I could probably go through and give you an actual percentage, but most of the characters have at least one chapter where you sort of get in their head a little bit and find out.
Wait. Can you repeat that statement? I'm sorry.
Somewhere in the realm of 3/4 of the students get some degree of characterization that makes them
Oh, really?
yes. So there's what a common thing with thriller novels.
I'm sorry, you said that you were so irritated with me.
No, but a common thing with thriller novels is there's a bunch of short chapters, right? Chapters will be 5 or 10 pages a lot of the time. Because it feels good to finish a chapter and they're so short that you keep reading or whatever.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's how you keep idiots like me reading.
Well, it works because I read. I mean, it works on me too. Trust me. But anyway, it's always the times when it's most glaringly obvious are when you're in the middle of a scene and a chapter ends, and then a new chapter begins, and it's just the same exact scene, from the same point of view, character, and everything.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's stupid as fuck. What?
Yeah, it's goofy, but whatever.
That's hilarious.
I don't know how to. I think this one I need to go into the hive to get the one over there.
I don't think so. Maybe
The one on the left I didn't need to go to the hive.
Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea because I don't think I've even gotten that one.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Give it a shot.
So that
Have
like
sex with my dick.
so most of the characters have like some degree of fleshing out, which is a lot more than I expected. Like a lot of them die immediately, right? Like within the first
Yeah.
like within the first, like 150 pages, like the first fourth, right? Like the setup and like the beginning of everything starting. Like
Right, yeah.
a bunch of them die, so most of them don't really have very much going on. But
How long is it again?
it's like 600 pages.
Okay.
But it's kind of big print, so it's not like the longest book in the world. Thrillers are always.
You reading. That's how you keep me reading. You got that big print. I'll read your book, bro.
That shit works. It really does. They got the shit locked down. They really do. Cause, anyway. Oh god.
Yeah, go on.
Which is nice, because there's a lot of. It's good to get in the character's head in this kind of thing, because it's part of the point is that, like, in the circumstances, like, you never can, like, predict other people's actions. So, like, there's not very many people that are in the class that, like, actually want to participate and, like, go around killing people.
Yeah.
Like, they're willing to do it. But
no shit, right?
Well, but a lot of them, like, are so, like, psychologically, like, pushed to their breaking point that they start doing wild shit. Like, there's two characters in particular I can think of that, like, seem like they're driven to, like, insanity, and you kind of get to read their narration as, like, reality is, like, breaking down for them and shit, and it's pretty. I mean, that's kind of neat. It's not like the most well done
I love it.
mental breakdown ever, but, like, it's more than I was expecting, right? And then
Yeah, right.
the other thing that ended up surprising me was, like I said, the actual, like, plot structure, I guess, was kind of like, okay, whatever, pretty much what you expect. But, like, it's very well put together, where that, like, shit that happens at the beginning, in the first maybe 15 chapters or whatever, like, is relevant. Like,
in chapters.
it's relevant, like, at chapter, like, 75 and shit, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. There's no need for so many chapters.
Well, when they're, like, 10 pages.
I know, but god damn.
Not sure. I might have to look this one up.
Yeah, just look it up. Who gives a fuck? Look it up.
So that was a lot more than I was expecting for. We got, like, as I was finishing the book, I got the impression, like, I thought it was kind of weird that, like, every student gets, like, a weapon, right? When they.
Yeah.
And, like, the book goes out of its way to, like, mention the specific names and shit of a lot of the guns.
Okay.
And by the end, like, I had the very strong impression that if you went through and sort of kept track of every mention of every gun, you would be able to, like, build the arc of, like, which character they started with and which character they ended with at the end of the book and shit.
Huh.
So, like, it's very, like, detailed in that sense.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
fuck.
But, I said that, like, a lot of the characters were, like, had some, like, depth to them, or a little bit of, like, they had a couple chapters that, like, flesh them out a tiny bit, right? That makes them interesting. At the same time, like, the most fleshed out character is not that unique or interesting of a character in, like, the grand scheme of every, of books or whatever. So, but it's good. I like it. It's a fun time. It's worth it just of how influential it's been on a lot of different shit.
Cool.
There's been lots of killing game stuff that's
killing a game.
Well, I mean, we have, like, obviously stuff like Hunger Games, but then you have like
Yeah.
Danganronpa and some of those other games that are
Uh,
very clearly inspired by the tone and like the type of shit in battle royale. And then obviously like the battle royale genre is like directly inspired by the book.
I don't. Yeah, I guess battle royale genre is like literally inspired by that, huh?
Yeah, well
That's it's
the
fucking insane.
yeah, like player
I
the
never thought about it like that. Yeah, player unknown battlegrounds. That was like, holy shit.
yeah,
Fortnite,
like
H,
all of the mechanics in that genre come from the book.
holy shit.
Like
That's fucking bonkers.
the fact that
I
like
never thought about that.
the fact that like certain locations become forbidden and you can't
Yeah.
go there, you die. The fact that like, well, in the book you just get like you get a random weapon when you start the game, but like obviously in a video game they sort of make it more uh,
Balanced, quote unquote.
yeah. Okay, let me see the hive.
Yeah. Epic book excursion.
Yeah,
How much Tolkien have you read?
just the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I have the Silmarillion and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I
So
also
there's this.
sorry, go
Okay,
ahead.
sorry, go on.
I was just
I
gonna
was
say
just gonna.
there's like addendums to Lord of the Rings that I have a bookmark in my book from like a
Okay.
year and a half ago when I finished the Lord of the Rings most recently,
Uh-huh.
and I just haven't gotten back to it. But there's like 60 or 70 pages of addendums that I want to read that seem interesting. But
Goddamn.
yeah, it's all like
Um,
deep lore shit, you know.
Epic deep lore. I'm into it. Well, I was just gonna say that there's this very short read uh, called "The Smith of Wooten Major" that would be really cool to do if we're gonna do the epic book club. It's like not even a 2 hour read, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Sounds sick and based.
So, heck yes. And I discovered it during the military. I like it a lot.
Just trying
So
to.
yeah, now we have talked enough to where we can finally probably maybe talk about the thing and not get sidetracked.
Probably. You'd hope so.
Wow. You would hope so, but knowing us, it's just gonna be what has already been happening on this stream already.
That's kind of clever. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would have. I don't want to. I'll show you. I don't think I would have figured that out myself.
What was up? What was up?
I'm like getting fucking bodied, but besides that,
Uh-huh. Honey? What's going on, Tyler?
uh, to get the epic. Yes. Did you see
Oh.
the tricky?
Yeah, I saw that earlier, but I was like, that must be an entrance that you, like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be, like, a secret thing, because I saw it, so.
If you saw it, it must not be that secret, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, so
Where
we got...
What location's next?
There's one in Deep Nest, or two in Deep Nest. Or maybe in Queen Station. There's two over there.
Yeah.
Is that it? That appears
Looks
to be
like
it. So I guess we are going to Queen Station.
Deep Nest? Queen Station. Yeah, okay, cool.
With my updated map.
Holy heck.
But yes, the thing.
Yeah, the thing. Okay, so all of our streams lately have been shit. Not in terms of gameplay. In terms of gameplay, they've been really good, surprisingly.
Yes, we're the gods of games.
God, I game so good.
On the 8th day, God said,
And
GG.
then there was gaming. Let there be gaming.
He started with Shrek Ogre Cart, and he was pleased.
Then he went to a Garfield cart, and then everything beyond Shrek cart and Garfield cart has just been a bastardization of what God really wanted out of gaming.
What up?
It's Mushroom Man, bro.
Yeah, he's got a quest too, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
You have to find him in like 7 locations.
Yeah,
I think the only thing you get is an achievement. So
yeah, I have
not stream worthy.
Yeah, not stream worthy. I've never done it myself, and honestly, I only learned about it very recently on Mossbag's video about him. So
I may one day get all the achievements in this game.
Don't do that to yourself.
Seems like a good time for the most part. Steel Soul 112% seems like the only one that would be like, fucking kill me, please. But
yeah,
I think I mentioned that like I'm interested in doing it at some point, but I would have to like be willing to dedicate the time to it, yeah. And it would just take me a long ass time, I'm sure, to get good enough to do it.
Perhaps it would, yes. Anyway, stop doing what you're doing, jackass. Stop prolonging the inevitable, getting to the inevitable conversation. You fucking freak. Okay.
I'm epic.
I'm gamer. Okay, let's go to this conversation we had in the server. Yeah, so the audio being shit is obviously something that is bad.
Yes.
It needs to be fixed. But yeah, I was thinking, because I was on the last session from this morning, I was like, man, that stream was kind of shit. As far as like conversation goes, right? And then I was thinking, man, all our streams recently have been shit as far as conversation goes. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch Sonic Adventure 2 And then like 5 minutes in, I was like, yeah, this is amazing. This is God tier. I mean, compared to like our recent sessions, like all the old stuff is like top shelf, in my opinion.
Maybe I'll need to go back and check it out.
Perhaps, but I mean, this current stream has been a return to form in that regard. In my opinion, I think this stream has gone really well so far, but I don't know what you think, but but yeah,
Yes.
everything has been bad.
Ass, butt, shit, and poop.
But unironically, how do you feel about our recent sessions?
I understand where you're coming from. I think it's easy to like assign some grand reason or multitude of reasons why, but I think the closest thing to the truth is we've put less effort in. We've just been showing up and like chilling out, which is fine, I guess, but that's not how you get those kind of videos or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm eager to oversimplify it, but I mean, I understand being I understand like being burnt out on streaming and like the qualities, but at the end of the day, like if the problem is not if the issue we're having is not having good enough conversations, then that's something you can work on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, oh shit! Wait, you don't have every single grub.
Yeah, I do. I got the achievement.
You really?
Yeah.
You got it?
I got the achievement for getting all the grubs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, after you get all of the shit he gives you, go out of the room, then come back in.
Okay.
Rubberfly's elegy. Interesting.
Alright, see you later, bros.
Yeah, say goodbye.
Let me go rest at a bench.
Yeah, what the fuck? Huh.
Maybe epic quest conclusion will happen then.
Perhaps. Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
So
Why do you... I'm sorry, what?
Grubber...
Well, okay, let me ask my pedantic question. Why do you always choose to wall jump up there instead of just going ascend? Is it because you like it? What the fuck?
It only works when you have full health, though. But like on Radiant,
That's dog shit.
it could be kind of useful if you need range on a fight or something.
I guess.
I'd imagine. It has 50% of your nail. If you combine it with fragile strength and like quick slash, it would probably be not bad if that's what the route you wanted to go for.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yes. Dream nail.
You sick fuck.
Can you kill him? Bounce house, second variation.
You motherfucker. You dirty son of a bitch. How could you? Alright, I'm only missing a few charms.
Rat's bastard.
Rat bastard.
What are we gonna do now, Tyler?
I could listen to his beautiful laugh all day.
Really though, what are we gonna do now?
Let me see.
Well, did we say everything we have to say about streams?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
man.
so.
Yeah, probably not. Like, I listed out the best ones that I think. Super Smash, or what the fuck, Super Smash? Well, I'm an idiot. Super Mario 64, Limbo, the personality stuff, and some of Owlboy, and then this current stream that we're doing are the best streams so far.
These streams are God.
Yeah, unironically though, those are the best. And let me count how many streams we've done so far. So 9. So 10 if you include this of Hollow Knight, Chess, Meat Boy, 2 Meat Boy, 3 Owlboy, 1 Badland, Rusty Lake Hotel. Inside. Oh yeah, Inside was good, but I mean, that was just me reading a lot of shit. It was kind of scripted the whole time, right?
Inside's probably more fun to have consumed than to sit through, if you think that's fair.
Yeah. Then the 2 Kutawa Shujo, the personality, Limbo. So let me count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 24 streams. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4 or 5 are good. And then like the other 20 we've just shown up for.
I think that's relatively fair, yeah. I think there's probably good moments throughout, right? But
yeah, there are good moments, and like the Chess Ultra was fucking hilarious, but it's not what I would consider
peak
Phanopoeia, or like what people go to Phanopoeia for, or what I want out of our content, if that makes sense.
Yes, it's a good like one-off, or like every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I love doing this shit with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking do it, right? But,
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, do I need to keep talking about it? Like, you probably understand the point that I'm trying to make, that I want us to, you understand what I want us to do?
Yes, indeed I do.
Yeah, so. Let's just get back to the good shit, bro.
I agree.
Like we've been doing on this stream. What are you doing?
There's a charm notch.
Is there really?
Indeed there is. So it's the last one besides one you
Besides the grapefruit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, epic.
Boost. Now you can come.
Yes.
You can coom all over the bitches. What now?
Let me see. I'm interested. Let me look at these little charms here.
Yes, the little charmies.
Spell Twister. I do not have.
Spell Twister. Oh.
Fluke Nest. I do not have.
Fluke Nest? I imagine you get that in Royal Waterways.
Lifeblood Core. I do not have. Shape of Un. I do not have.
Okay.
Weaver Song. I think that's a Grim Troop. And then
yeah.
Carefree Melody. That is also Grim Troop.
Is it? I don't remember that. Pose be like, I'm tired. I was just reading out something James said, but I stopped right there because I'm tired. And thought you should know that I'm tired.
Okay.
You, so what are we doing?
I am just looking at the... You need
Let's
every
start
charm.
Grim Troop, bro.
Yes, I agree, but I'm looking at this, Oh, God, sorry. I have like a million tabs open.
It's okay. When do you want to end this stream? Because I am unironically getting tired.
We can do a little of... Well, let me put it this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19, 27, 31... I only need a handful of charms to
Let's just keep collecting charms.
yes. And then yeah, let's do that. And then after that there will be a couple left in like that you got to do the Grim Troop for, but that's fine.
Yeah. Go. Beep bop, beep bop, beep. Ooh, unbreakable strength, huh?
It's not unbreakable.
Suck my dick.
So the Spell Twister is in the top of Soul Sanctum. It's actually, I went right past it to get to that boss.
Old Tyrant?
Yes, and it's actually
Really? Is there really a charm in that area?
Yeah, it's right here.
Right here?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
What the fuck? Weird. Okay.
So
What are your favorite books?
Bugs?
Going back to the book conversation we were having earlier, what are your favorite books?
My favorite is probably Infinite Jest.
That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, that one's probably my favorite.
I never hear you talk about Infinite Jest. Never.
This is true. I unironically don't know how to talk about it unless somebody else has read it.
Oh.
I've talked about it some. If you look up like...
I mean, you talk about it when I bring it up.
I think if you're curious, because I don't remember exactly what I would have said, but if you look up like things I've said, the words "infinite jest" in Swans, there's probably a couple times it's come up that I've mentioned reasons why I like it.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this right now. Tylenol. Tylenol Walrus.
I'm also a big fan of Lord of the Rings, which we have talked about.
Infinite Jest.
Lord of the Rings is one of my favorites.
Mine is probably Infinite Jest or Lord of the Rings. Honestly, though, I think Infinite Jest has sort of an undeserved reputation as being hard. Infinite Jest was very relatable and down to earth. My favorite book is Infinite Jest, I guess. At deleted user, which is probably me. Infinite Jest isn't just a meme, it is also good. And then last thing is, that is hard for me, but I have a few. Infinite Jest is probably my go-to book. Really love that. It's probably my go-to. Really love that book. If you search it on here, I posted my thoughts about the kinds of attitudes people have about it, but I really just considered a really fun and enjoyable read. I also really like Thomas Pynchon in general, but choosing a single book is hard for me, I think. So you didn't really talk about it.
I think I go into more detail on one of those, but you might have to pull up
this is literally... Oh wait, maybe I have to expand the conversation.
Yes, there you go. Now you got it. But yeah, it's epic, bro. It's epic. What can I say?
So then it's surprising then that you didn't freak the fuck out when I just suggested we start with Infinite Jest.
I mean, I'm of course down, but it's like, it's just, I mean, that's
it's
like,
not a smart thing for me to do.
it's not, I mean, it's not even that it's like above, it's just like, it's like monstrous. It's like, all right, I want to get back into jogging. All right, let's go run a marathon. Like, stretch your legs a little bit first, you know what I mean? It's not the hardest book in the world, but it's like 1,100 pages, non-linear. It doesn't spell the plot out for you. It's like, you gotta work at it a little bit.
Gotta think about that shit, bro. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you put it like that. It's weird because you earlier today in Phanopoeia, or in Phanocord, I should say, gotta specify what sort of Phanopoeia is going on. You say something along the lines we talk about reading comprehension. Let me... You say, what the fuck? It just fucking disappeared, okay? Okay. So, you say, you say, I haven't read it myself, but I'll vouch for you, meaning mine, reading comprehension, and before epic Moby Dick. And I say, I feel like my reading comprehension is shit. You say, I don't get that impression from the way you write or talk about things you've read.
Yeah.
What, how do I talk about things that I've read?
Well, I can't point to a specific example that I can remember.
Right.
Necessarily, but it's more just like...
Anything...
I don't get the impression that you're, like, blitzing through whenever you, like, are, like, reading responses or whatever. Like, I don't get the impression that you're blitzing through shit, have no idea what's good, like, anything about what it's trying to say or what makes it interesting, and then, like, Oh, I guess it, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, who doesn't?
That's an
I mean,
incredible amount of people. You'd be astonished that the amount of people that can like read something and then either like blatantly like not get anything out of it, or are completely unable to articulate anything about what they read besides it tickled my dick or it didn't.
I liked it. Or, I didn't like it. I don't know, I just, I don't know, dude.
I may be biased because like I've been like I've been reading like constant. No, I mean yeah, but I've been reading constantly since like I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like books ain't that hard, I promise. Generally, even hard books are not that hard. Usually, the hardest part of a hard book is it's. Usually, yeah. Usually, the hardest part of a hard book is like, it's deliberately vague, and you just got to get over it. That's a lot of hard books. The alternative is. Sorry, I'm just like trying to.
No, you're good. You're good.
There's like a boss in this part, yeah. It's down here.
Is there?
Or there's some enemy that gives you a charm, yeah.
What? I had no idea.
I must continue to go down.
Down unto the depths of hell.
Jesus.
You call for your God, but he will not arrive. He's nowhere to be seen.
But yeah, I mean there's exceptions obviously. But
yeah. Any off the top of your head? Off the top of your head, brain?
That are actually like hard. Books that I think are actually really hard.
Yeah. Moby Dick.
Moby Dick can be hard. Moby Dick is like.
This is God Home.
Is it?
Yeah, this is God Home. Want to try some God Home?
I may not be going the right way then, but oh god, oh fuck.
Maybe not.
Please die.
Moby Dick?
Moby Dick is mostly... What's difficult about Moby Dick is that it's like... dense with illusion. And the language is very, like, colorful. Lots of, like, flowery metaphors and all that kind of shit, right?
A lot of us-isms.
But, and then there's parts that are really, really dry. A lot of the time, like, when it's, like, 30 pages about, like, whale skeletons and shit. I mean, it's, like, cool, I guess, but it's not always the most interesting thing in the world, right?
Incorrect.
But,
very hard on for whale detritus.
Well, detritus hard on.
Akin to whale detritus. You have a simple key, right?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, this has got help.
Epic. Yes, this has got him. Let me see that shit. Give me that shit.
Use simple key.
Yes.
So it says you have to defeat Flukemarm in the Royal Waterways.
To get Fluke Nest?
Yes, it's a hidden boss.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where Fluke
I see
Farm
where.
is. What?
There's a breakable floor. Okay.
Is there? Okay.
That's probably enough info. You need to dive. I'll teleport to Epic God Tuner. Do I have to go somewhere else probably now?
No, just dream now.
Can I warp? Or do you have to come here every single time?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, hit it up. Let's just see how well you do.
Oh, really? I'm on a roll, bro. I'm on a charm roll.
Are you?
Rank blasphemy.
Yes, yes. Thou crawler. Thou cringer.
Shrivel away and be gone.
Right, so what were we saying?
I was talking about Moby Dick, but yes, Moby Dick can be relatively tough. Yes, I agree. But mostly,
I just got that impression from my very short-lived attempt at reading through it.
I mean, the truth is with Moby Dick, sometimes it's dry, but it's worth it. You just gotta power through sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't do any of the bindings. Do you want to do Radiant?
You mean like ever?
No, I mean like right now.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Probably not. Probably not a good idea.
Okay, okay. You could try False Knight. Yes, yes. Right, so, what were we saying?
Oh. I didn't even see that.
What, the ground?
No, that I could fall off.
And the lack of it. How do you feel about the collaboration happening in the server? I guess it's not even collaborating yet, just the planning for ideas.
Yeah, pretty much what you just said.
Yeah, how do you feel about it? Are you into it?
I will be.
Are you not into it? You will be. Once it becomes an actual experience.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So are we gonna do the read along on Saturday then?
So you're like, well, do you mean like streaming?
Well, I mean
You just mean just reading the book? Yes, absolutely, yes.
Well, I mean the idea was to record it with Jackson, and I mentioned it to you earlier, and you were like, and I was like,
I didn't know you meant like immediately on this book.
oh, you don't have to do it immediately on this book if you don't want to. But I mean, it would be cool if you wanted to. We do not have to if you do not want to.
I'm leaning towards like just do it
Let's do it normal.
Just do it normal at first, yeah. Well, it'd probably be better. The read along would probably be better if you read the book before, right? That's extra work, I guess, but you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, but then.
Then you have like an idea of the voice of the characters and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't thinking it would be a true read-along. I was thinking it would be like more of a hangout session, where the excuse that we're hanging out is that we're reading the book, and then we can like shoot the shit and talk about the book as we're reading it. At least that's what the idea was with Jackson. And this very specific naked lunch idea that I had.
Oh shit.
But we apparently cannot do since it's not public domain. Fuck copyright.
I don't know that you'd have too much of an issue. I mean, maybe, I guess.
What do you mean?
When you're small-time baby shit, usually a book publisher's not going to come after you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I am the kobold, and his 14 subscribers could rake in all the cash if they go after me with their lawyers. See, dude, isn't Hornet pussy shit with a quick slash?
Yes.
I mean, she's pussy shit regardless, right? But so easy.
You let me rest and free soul?
Yeah.
This is baby shit. If I die, I have to start at the beginning, though, right?
Yes. But you're not gonna die because you're not bad. Okay, well, you got hit by Gorb, so you're pretty bad. Maybe 66% of the way done.
Yes.
Already done. Incredible. Do you have fragile strength on right now?
Yes.
Okay, that explains it. That explains it.
It's kind of fucking busted.
Yeah. Kind of fucking strong.
Oh, you like shit, huh? You like poop?
What What are you, some sort of a dung beetle? That's gonna be my new catchphrase. You can be super close to that. Incredible.
Don't even have to try. Shit's busted.
Oh man. Soul Warrior, the hardest boss in the game. Where do you even fight this guy as a boss? What? It's not City of Tears, right?
I thought it was.
I thought he was introduced in the Colosseum.
Maybe he is.
Honestly, I don't know.
He doesn't have like boss, like animations or anything.
Yeah. I think I need to sleep after you finish this.
Okay.
We're not, what are we streaming tomorrow morning?
When I wake up, but I'm not sure when exactly that will be.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought we were doing a trade-off little thing, but I guess not. That's cool. I'm glad.
No. It'd probably be better if it was a little bit shorter, kind of like tonight's, but
Okay. We will see.
is that it?
No, you have one more.
Yes.
You have the true challenge now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. Have fun with this. Have you fought this guy? Like this, Gone Home is the only place you can beat this guy, or fight this guy, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Definitely two of them.
Yep. You know, you could probably just, run it down mid. There's a League reference. Fucking bogged.
Oh shit.
Congratulations. You've won. I'm so proud of you.
This shit's kind of like, I might not use Fragile Strength. That wasn't even hard.
Yeah.
I never even felt like threatened.
Yeah. I literally never used Fragile Strength. Because I didn't know it was this broken. I had no idea that it just fucking made the game so boring. I just honestly, I've just gone through the game doing just the normal hits.
I like this. And
Yeah.
I also like the Fools, Coliseum of Fools, like doing Nailmaster Glory. That was kind of fun too.
Yeah.
Haven't really, obviously haven't really dabbled into magic and shit yet, but can I teleport out of here?
I don't know.
Yes. Okay, so we'll go back to.
Going back to Dirtmouth.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nani?
Junk pit.
Uh,
Yes, I just want to get to a bench. That's not in God Home. Why did I do that?
yes, warp.
I can't.
Why not?
Or maybe I can, you're right. I'm dummy.
Yes, you are. Epic, big dummy. But you're still not warping.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm trying to sit on this bench. So I can fight this enemy that's... I have to fight for this charm. Except I'm in the... about to be in the fungal wastes.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Fuck Geo.
Yeah, fuck Geo. Patamas Geo, more like Natamas Geo.
Bro. You said exactly what I was thinking, bro.
Bro. We are on that wavelength. Great minds think alike type shit. Ugh. So what are we gonna do next stream?
Charm Roundup and Grim Troop, yes.
Okay, based.
That should get me to 100%.
To what?
That should get me to 100%, I think. Or close to it.
Maybe.
Because I have...
Who knows?
I have 100%.
Do you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So...
Incredible. I'm
But
so proud of you.
I need 112 in order to be a true gamer. I love games with I love games with like absurd percentages. Like
Travis, I've missed this game.
Symphony of the Night has a... oh god, what is it? Like 200%? 200.6% or some shit. It's something goofy.
Weird.
Those would be fun Metroidvanias to do because they're easy as fuck. The Castlevania ones.
Sure. Let's do them.
They're very like RPG-y. So a lot of the game.
The world is our oyster, and by world I mean Phanopoeia, and by oyster I mean gaming. Are we done?
I'm sorry.
Is it shill time?
Yes, please show your content.
Linktree / I'm the Kobold. I don't know. Just look at my Linktree, bro. Unironically, look at my Linktree. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like shilling. I made the Linktree because I don't feel like shilling. I can just have the one link that is the Linktree, and then
Yes, much like a tree.
oh, will I link? But yeah, PayPal.me / I'm the Kobold, Patreon.com / I'm the Kobold, YouTube.com / I'm the Kobold, Twitch.tv / I'm the Kobold. What else? I don't fucking know. I'm the Kobold on everything. If you decide to donate, it's going to an album that I am in the middle of creating. Hope to be finishing up soon.
Maybe. Did I find it?
Maybe.
Or is this just the shit I already did?
I have no idea, bro.
Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
What? Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, baby. Oh god. This really needs to be the last thing we do, though.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Finna gonna fucking sleep.
We outie.
That was the easiest boss ever.
That boss was so hidden, I feel like you'd probably have to use a guide to find it or get lucky, and it was a bitch with, like, endgame. I don't even have damage up or anything, I just have the max nail. And sniping.
Incredible.
Okay, next time on Hollow Knight.
Are you gonna shill yourself?
Fuck no.
Good. Fuck shilling. And fuck me for shilling. How did you feel about this session?
It was epic.
Okay. Goodbye!